The Dodgers received shocking news during their preparation for the upcoming series against the Mariners. Manager Dave Roberts made an official announcement that left the entire baseball world stunned. Shohei Ohtani, the two-way superstar, will return to the mound as a starting pitcher for the first time this season. But the real surprise came when Roberts revealed who would be catching for Ohtani. Ben Rortvedt, not Will Smith, has been officially named as Ohtani's personal catcher for this historic game. This unexpected decision has sparked countless questions and debates throughout the organization and among fans worldwide. But that's not all. During Ohtani's shocking pitching practice session yesterday, something unprecedented happened that has become the talk of the entire clubhouse. Freddie Freeman, the veteran first baseman and team leader, was seen in a heated confrontation with Ohtani on the practice field. According to multiple eyewitnesses, Freeman actually kicked Ohtani out of the bullpen area in what appeared to be an angry outburst. What could have possibly caused such a dramatic incident between two of the Dodgers' biggest stars? Was it a serious conflict, or was there something else going on behind the scenes? Adding even more intrigue to this already explosive situation, a former teammate of Ohtani's has just joined the Dodgers organization. This reunion marks the first time these two players will be wearing the same uniform since their days together in Japan. The emotional meeting between Ohtani and his old friend has brought an entirely new dynamic to the clubhouse atmosphere. How will this reunion affect team chemistry? What secrets from Ohtani's past might this former teammate reveal? When the media gathered for the daily press conference yesterday morning, nobody expected what was about to be announced. Manager Dave Roberts stepped up to the podium with a confident smile, and immediately, reporters sensed that something significant was coming. Roberts began by addressing the questions that had been circulating for weeks about when Shohei Ohtani would finally return to pitching duties. The entire room fell silent as Roberts cleared his throat and made the official declaration. Roberts confirmed that Shohei Ohtani has been medically cleared to pitch and will make his first start on the mound against the Seattle Mariners in their upcoming series. The announcement sent shockwaves through the press room, with reporters immediately scrambling to ask follow-up questions. But Roberts wasn't finished. He continued by revealing an even more surprising detail that nobody saw coming. The Dodgers manager announced that Ben Rortvedt would be serving as Ohtani's personal catcher for the game, replacing the team's primary catcher, Will Smith. This decision raised eyebrows throughout the baseball community. Roberts explained that this choice was made after extensive discussions with Ohtani, the coaching staff, and the catching personnel. According to Roberts, Rortvedt has been working closely with Ohtani during his rehabilitation process and has developed a special understanding of the Japanese star's pitching style and preferences. Roberts emphasized that this decision was purely strategic and had nothing to do with Will Smith's abilities as a catcher. He praised Smith's professionalism and made it clear that the veteran catcher fully supports the decision. However, Roberts acknowledged that Rortvedt brings specific qualities that complement Ohtani's unique pitching approach, particularly his experience working with international pitchers and his willingness to adapt to Ohtani's communication style. The manager also revealed that Ohtani had specifically requested the opportunity to build chemistry with Rortvedt during his preparation period. Roberts said that over the past 2 weeks, Ohtani and Rortvedt have been spending extra hours together, studying opposing hitters, reviewing pitch sequences, and developing their signals and communication system. This dedication to preparation has impressed the entire coaching staff and reinforced their confidence in the decision. When asked about the timeline for Ohtani's return to two-way duties, Roberts explained that the team would be taking a cautious approach. The Mariners game would serve as an evaluation opportunity to see how Ohtani's arm responds to the demands of competitive pitching. Depending on the results and Ohtani's physical condition afterward, the team would determine the frequency and schedule for his future pitching appearances. However, just 1 day before this historic announcement, something completely unexpected occurred during Ohtani's pitching practice session that has left everyone talking. According to multiple players who witnessed the incident, Freddie Freeman stormed into the bullpen area where Ohtani was conducting his throwing session. What happened next shocked everyone present. Eyewitnesses reported that Freeman approached Ohtani with what appeared to be an angry expression. The veteran first baseman then began gesturing emphatically while speaking directly to the Japanese superstar. Within moments, the confrontation escalated, and Freeman was seen literally pointing toward the exit and telling Ohtani to leave the bullpen immediately. Several players nearby stopped what they were doing, completely stunned by what they were witnessing. Mookie Betts, who was in the batting cage adjacent to the bullpen, revealed that he heard raised voices and saw Freeman physically directing Ohtani away from the mound. Betts admitted that his first reaction was shock and concern. He couldn't understand why Freeman, who is known as one of the most professional and level-headed players in baseball, would react so strongly toward Ohtani. Other teammates who were present described the atmosphere as tense and uncomfortable. One anonymous player stated that he had never seen Freeman so animated and apparently upset during a practice session. The incident lasted only a few minutes, but it was intense enough that several coaches approached to see what was happening. According to sources close to the situation, the confrontation stemmed from Ohtani's approach to his practice session. Freeman had apparently been observing from a distance and noticed that Ohtani was pushing himself too hard, throwing at maximum velocity repeatedly without adequate rest between pitches. As a veteran leader who has seen countless injuries throughout his career, Freeman became increasingly concerned about Ohtani's aggressive approach. The sources revealed that Freeman's anger wasn't directed at Ohtani personally, but rather at the pitcher's reckless disregard for his own health and safety. Freeman reportedly told Ohtani that he was being irresponsible and that his behavior could jeopardize not only his own career but also the team's championship aspirations. The veteran first baseman emphasized that Ohtani needed to trust the training staff and follow the prescribed pitch counts and rest intervals. When Freeman physically kicked Ohtani out of the bullpen, it wasn't an act of hostility but rather a protective measure from a concerned teammate who didn't want to see the superstar injure himself through overexertion. Several players who initially misunderstood the situation later learned the true context and expressed their appreciation for Freeman's leadership and willingness to confront even the team's biggest star when necessary. Later that evening, both Freeman and Ohtani were seen having a calm conversation in the clubhouse. According to witnesses, the two players were smiling and appeared to have completely resolved any tension from the earlier incident. Freeman was observed putting his arm around Ohtani's shoulder in a friendly gesture, while Ohtani nodded repeatedly, seemingly accepting the veteran's advice and guidance. Freddie Freeman addressed the incident briefly with reporters after the game. He explained that what might have looked like an angry confrontation was actually just him being a protective teammate. Freeman said that he has tremendous respect for Ohtani's work ethic and competitive drive, but he also believes that part of his role as a veteran leader is to ensure that younger players, even superstars, don't push themselves beyond safe limits during preparation. Freeman emphasized that Ohtani's health is paramount to the Dodgers' success, and that he would rather have an uncomfortable conversation now than watch his teammates suffer a preventable injury later. He also joked that he probably could have handled the situation with a bit more tact, but his emotions got the better of him when he saw Ohtani potentially putting himself at risk. Meanwhile, amidst all this drama and excitement, another significant development has been taking place within the Dodgers organization. A former teammate from Ohtani's days with the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters has recently joined the Dodgers in a coaching capacity. This reunion marks the first time these two individuals have been part of the same organization since Ohtani left Japan to join Major League Baseball. The emotional meeting between Ohtani and his former teammate occurred in the Dodgers training facility yesterday morning. According to witnesses, Ohtani's face lit up with genuine joy when he first spotted his old friend entering the clubhouse. The two men embraced warmly, and Ohtani was seen speaking rapidly in Japanese, clearly excited about the unexpected reunion. Several Dodgers players observed the interaction with great interest. Mookie Betts commented that he had never seen Ohtani so animated and expressive. The usually reserved superstar was laughing, gesturing enthusiastically, and appeared completely relaxed in the presence of his former teammate. This glimpse into Ohtani's personality has fascinated his current teammates, who are accustomed to seeing him maintain a more reserved and professional demeanor. The former teammate, who has requested to remain unnamed until his official introduction to the media, spent several hours with Ohtani discussing old memories, sharing stories about their time together in Japan, and catching up on each other's lives. According to sources present during their conversation, the former teammate provided valuable insights into Ohtani's development as a player and shared anecdotes that helped current Dodgers personnel better understand the Japanese superstar's background and approach to the game. This reunion has already begun to impact the team dynamic in positive ways. The former teammate has been serving as an informal cultural bridge, helping to facilitate better communication between Ohtani and some of his teammates and coaches. His presence has also seemed to make Ohtani more comfortable and open in the clubhouse environment, which several players have noticed and appreciated. Manager Dave Roberts spoke about the addition of Ohtani's former teammate to the organization. Roberts explained that bringing in someone who has worked closely with Ohtani in the past was a strategic decision designed to support the superstar's transition to his dual-role responsibilities. The manager emphasized that having someone who understands Ohtani's background, work habits, and communication preferences can only benefit the entire team. Roberts also revealed that the former teammate has already been involved in preparations for Ohtani's return to the mound. He has been working with Ben Rortvedt, sharing insights about how Ohtani liked to work with catchers during his time in Japan, what kind of feedback he responds to best, and how to read his body language when he's struggling or succeeding on the mound. As the Dodgers prepare for their upcoming series against the Mariners, the entire organization is buzzing with anticipation. Shohei Ohtani's return to the mound represents a significant milestone not just for the player himself, but for the team's championship aspirations. The partnership between Ohtani and Ben Rortvedt will be closely watched by baseball analysts and fans worldwide. The incident between Freeman and Ohtani, initially shocking, has ultimately reinforced the strength of the team's leadership and the genuine care that veterans have for their teammates' well-being. And the reunion between Ohtani and his former teammate has added a heartwarming dimension to the story, reminding everyone that behind the statistics and highlights, these are real people with deep connections and meaningful relationships. Thank you for watching. The next few days will be incredibly exciting for Dodgers fans as we witness Shohei Ohtani step back onto the mound in a competitive game. Please share your thoughts in the comments section about this historic moment. Do you think the decision to have Ben Rortvedt catch for Ohtani is the right move? What do you make of Freeman's protective intervention during practice? Subscribe to our channel for more interesting and up-to-date information about the Dodgers and all the latest developments surrounding Shohei Ohtani's remarkable two-way journey.